Now, why did these two entities join in this project? Well, as you can imagine, creating a set of laws that meets the needs of an entire continent is no small undertaking. The UCC is a joint project of the Uniform Law Commission and the American Law Institute. Recognizing that drafting a combined commercial code was a massive undertaking, the ULC invited the ALI to participate in the codification project, and the ALI board accepted the invitation in 1942. It appears that the Uniform Law Commission bit off more than they could chew, so they reached out to the American Law Institute for help. This started a decade-long attempt to draft the UCC. Has anyone wondered where they got the money for all this endeavor? Over the next 10 years, the two organizations collaborated at drafting meetings, funded in large part by a generous grant from the Maurice and Laura Falk Foundation, with additional funding contributed by law firms, banks, and businesses that recognized the need for uniform commercial laws. Now, I had not heard of the Maurice and Laura Falk Foundation. A little research, though, taught me. The Maurice and Laura Falk Foundation is a racial and social justice organization founded in 1929. The foundation funded research in economics, healthcare, political science, and racial discrimination issues. So the Falk Foundation funded projects in several different disciplines, but with a racial and social justice point of view. That will become important later. The UCC is maintained under the guidance of the Permanent Editorial Board for the Uniform Commercial Code, or the PEB. It's comprised of members appointed by the ULC and the ALI. The PEB, established in 1961, monitors developments in commercial law, recommends UCC amendments and revisions when necessary, and publishes official commentary to help courts interpret specific UCC provisions. An endowment established by the original Falk Foundation grant funding and replenished with UCC publishing royalties is available to fund UCC drafting projects. So if you thought two third parties wasn't enough bureaucracy, they formed the Permanent Editorial Board for the Uniform Commercial Code. This is the body that makes recommendations for amendments and revisions to the code. Not only are they funded from the Falk Foundation grant, but apparently the UCC also charges entities for their publications, which helps fund the board.